This week on Not Another Shooting Show.
I'm actually going to do an intro for this episode, so I'm writing down a note.
Getting the light on and making so it doesn't fucking strobe everywhere.
I want a rave like I'm on ecstasy right now.
You ain't ready for this, bruv.
This sounds like the Fratellis and Goonies.
Senior division, I think, starts at 35 or 45.
Oh, Jesus. So what would I be, dead? He's Chef King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show. We go to Phoenix, Arizona, where a man was taken to the hospital after police say he shot himself by mistake while trying to fend off a would-be burglar. Happened in North Phoenix early Thursday morning. Phoenix police responded to a reported burglary around 5 a.m. While officers were en route, they were told that the caller accidentally shot himself. When police got to the scene, they learned that the man who lived there had grabbed his gun to stop the burglar from getting into the home, but in the process, the man reportedly shot himself by accident. The man drove himself to the hospital with a non-life-threatening injury. Phoenix PD said no forced entry was made into the home, but officers found elements of an attempted break-in. The incident's under investigation. Oops.
This reads like someone heard like a squirrel outside, grabbed their gun and shot themselves. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a burglary and there was a fire and some orphans and a kitten. Like,
Yeah. Oh, God. I taught 2 permit classes this weekend. One was a regularly scheduled open enrollment class. The other one was a private class that a guy got a bunch of guys together, and I love it when those happen. And more so in the second class had better shooters, but also had more people who kind of scared me.
yeah,
You know.
more egos.
No. Not like that. Just unaware of muzzles. You know.
Because they've been doing it their whole life. They don't need
Older guys. Yeah, most of them are older dudes. It was a bunch of friends. The organizer of the class was a Vietnam veteran. So, yeah.
Like, we didn't do this when we were fighting Charlie.
But the tendency to just point things sideways, like, oh, I'm done. I'm pointing it sideways. This is okay. But there's 2 other guys next to you at the next 2 tables over. You know, we had 4 groups of 3, like, rotating through. And, yeah, but they were overall better shooters. You know.
Yeah.
And surprisingly for old guys, they actually were open-minded about what I coached them on. Like when I said, here, do this to your grip. And they're like, oh, yeah, that feels good. Like, that makes sense. Now I really feel like I'm squeezing the gun with my left hand. Like, yeah. You know, they're all rifle, shotgun guys. A lot of elk hunters in the group. And not as many pheasant hunters. They're the really scary fuckers. In this part of the country, if someone's primary firearm hobby is pheasant hunting, watch their ass. They're the sketchiest people with guns ever. And a lot of pheasant hunters would agree with me too. Now, not all of them are, of course, but by and large, as a group, the ones that are, that shoot a lot aside from pheasant hunting, they tend to be more safe. But I've been pheasant hunting with groups of people that are just scary. By the way, that's the big, that's coming up here. The big South Dakota pheasant opener. Let me look. Pheasant opener 2025. That is the 18th of October. So the non-resident next weekend, or this coming weekend when this comes out, is like the resident opener on public land only. And then the following weekend, I think, October 18th, 2025. Is that a Saturday? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. I can't do math. Never mind. I was thinking, but the 11th is next Saturday. Yeah, 7 days later is the 18th, dumbass. Basic math is hard, man. Leave me alone. Anyway, yeah, so that's a time when the airport in Sioux Falls, there's more guns there than there is at Shields.
Yeah.
Like, shitloads of shotguns coming in on conveyor belts. You know what's even more wild is some of these guys, I mean, they've got more money than hair. And a lot of them will come in, they'll buy some fancy Italian shotgun I've never heard of. They'll buy the gear and they'll go do the hunting, and then they'll just leave the shit behind at the lodge. Like, let the next guy use it. They don't,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Rich fucks do what rich fucks do.
oh my God, it's unbelievable. They, pick up some $3,000 shotgun and then just, I'll just leave it. It's no big deal.
Yep. Yeah.
Wild. Anyway, so speaking of shotguns,
Yeah.
shotgun pepper box. What does this mean?
I was watching Perun today, which, for those of you who don't know who Perun is, he does like military logistic conversations and like just talks about modern warfare. And he was talking about like anti-drone stuff. And one of them, the Russians are doing is they're just taking shotgun barrels and welding them into giant clusters and putting them on top of dune buggies. And so they're giant shotgun pepper boxes.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like some of the like that would actually kind of make sense to a degree. I mean, it is on a pivot the one I saw was on a pivot that only shot forward on a dune buggy, but it made me go, oh yeah, I guess you could just put like 50 barrels and put it on a swivel and have a little handle and just some way to set it off, and boom, you got yourself an anti-drone shotgun launcher.
I'm not gonna lie, I had to look up pepper box. I didn't know that was a multi-barreled firearm.
Oh yeah,
I'd never heard that term before, but I'm sure there were people listening who are the same thing as me, like, what's a pepper box?
Oh,
so
yeah, no.
There, I explained for those who are also ignorant like me.
I am nerd, hear me roar.
Yes, holy nerd, Batman.
Yeah, and because they were just describing the different ways that they're doing anti-drone warfare. And one of the other silly ways they do it is they take 6 AKs and put them on a rack, essentially, with a thing that goes in all of the triggers. And so you just pull that, and now you have 6 AKs going off at one time.
I could see a guy. There's this guy I work with, Tim. He's like the welder fabricator guy. I could totally see him perfectly lining up 6 AKs with a piece of bar stock steel rigged up to something he welded, and that's like a trigger, and you go, brrr.
Yep.
You can totally see that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I know someone local to me that has some type of setup that essentially makes his AKs into Gatling guns.
Wow.
It's like so you take like 5 AKs and it's like a revolving platform. And so as you're cranking it, they just come around and fire their one shot, and then the next one comes and fires its one shot. And so you have 5 AKs just going pop, 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 pop.
Wow. That's
Gatling guns
cool.
are not machine guns. Fun fact.
Yeah, they're not. If it, like,
because they are manually operated weapons. So
if they're the hand crank ones.
Yes, yeah, you can't put a motor on it, but as long as it's hand cranked, you're manually pulling each trigger. It's just a very smooth pull of the trigger in a circular motion that isn't in line with the firing.
They're individual trigger pulls.
Yep.
It's just, yeah. Because I saw that whoever makes that 9mm one.
Yeah, the
Glock
Glock one.
I saw up in Minneapolis last year. That thing was, if I had fuck you money, I would have bought it on the spot. It wasn't that expensive. It's just way too stupid for me to actually pay money for.
Yeah, no.
But like, if I was given one, I would keep it.
Oh yeah.
So if there's a company listening that makes 9mm Gatling guns, not another shooting show would be open to a collab.
Yeah, Tim and Ordnance. we can see if it's on a little dolly, so we can like run it around the stage, or it could be a stage gun.
Ooh, stage gun for the night match. There you go.
Stage gun for Great Plains section next year. Like you get 6 rounds in a Glock mag. You just crank it and do like a bill drill on a target.
And I think stage guns are illegal in USPSA as long as they're not on the clock. So it can be like this goofy thing you have to do before you do the thing. I can't remember. Someone explained it to me one time.
Okay, we pick one of your bays. We put a steel at the end of it. or like 5 steals at the end of it, and $10, and you
Side
can
match.
shoot.
There you go. Side match.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, I would pay $10 to shoot a mag through this thing, even
Hell
if I
yeah.
just supply the ammo.
Hell yeah.
Like,
That would be amazing. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, I had a thought in my head and I can't remember it. Oh, the anti-drone weapon things. So
Yeah.
they've like a year or two ago, it was these terrifying videos of drones chasing soldiers like trying to run away.
yep.
And they're just like, it's like something out of a horror movie. And now they've adapted and they've come up with these overbuilt, overkill things that are just like, I haven't seen a lot of the videos. I haven't looked for them either.
I don't recommend it because those videos still exist and they still come out on a very regular basis.
So they're still a
I s-
giant threat or whatever.
Well, it's weirdly gotten worse.
Oh, wow.
Because now the main thing is what are called FPV drones, so first-person video drones, and these are the ones that just fly straight into someone and blow up.
Yeah, I've seen some of those. They're
And
terrifying.
so now what they do is they're not wireless; they're wired. So they have
they can't be interfered with.
Yep. So they have fiber optic cable, and it's the fiber optic cable, like, I've seen pictures of some of the battlefields, and it looks like, I don't know if you've ever seen the pictures in Australia when the spider webs are everywhere. That's what it looks like. But it's fiber optic cables from all of the drones that have been launched at each other. And they're now doing ambush tactics where they'll actually fly them past the line of contact, and they'll like shut it off a mile behind the lines, and then they'll use another drone to spot. And when that drone is like, oh, hey, a truck is coming down this way, they'll turn those drones on so that they're basically just waiting there in ambush and to go off.
This sounds more like a video game. Like,
Yeah,
they're sitting and doing whatever, you know. Like they might as well play Call of Duty, you know, and do whatever they're doing.
Yes, and apparently you need to have a 6-pack and be able to do a lot of push-ups and sit-ups and pull-ups to be able to turn on a drone and hit a button. But yeah, no, it is a video game at this point. Like all of the fucking nerds, if you can make these things run off an Xbox controller, boom, we have an army of drone pilots on COD right now. Just waiting to rain hell upon our enemies.
That is terrifying. Okay. I was after my class that I taught today, I was talking to my friend Mike about he was messing with he's got a steel PDP, and he was messing with the recoil springs, trying to figure out which one he liked better. And he's like, "Here, you shoot it. You tell me what you think." And I didn't realize it was the steel PDP.
Okay.
I'd never shot one of those before. I liked it a lot. I didn't care which weight recoil spring it was. They were both fine. The 15 seemed a little better. Just seemed a little nicer. A little less kicky. Returned a little better. But, like, I was shooting doubles at, like, 10 yards on an 8-inch plate with it. Not every time, but, like, most of them both were hitting the plate. Like, going bing, 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 bing. I was like, oh, damn. This is a pretty cool gun.
Yeah.
But while I was talking to him, and then he brought up Area 3, mentioned how he did a couple of dumb things where he just, I just didn't reload when I should have. Like I had a plan for the reload, and then I didn't do the plan. and I was talking about how I used to really push it. I got a 25 round gun, 24 in the mag, 1 in the chamber, and if I got there's 24 rounds. I'm not gonna be a pussy. I'm gonna just go and not plan a reload.
Yep.
And then that went sideways enough times where I'm like, okay, is there steel? Are they mini poppers or large poppers more than 10 yards away? Yes. I'm gonna reload. And he goes, and he had the best advice ever, or the best slogan ever. He all of a sudden goes, just fucking reload.
Yep.
Just fucking reload. There's time somewhere in there to reload. Just fucking reload. I was like, yes, just fucking reload. It's the best advice for anyone planning their stage. Oh, are you going to try and get away with it? No, that's dumb. Don't do it.
It just causes stress. Like I shot one of the stage at Area 3 and didn't reload, and I think I had like 2 rounds left, but my brain was doing the, do we have enough rounds? Are we going to have enough rounds? Are we going to have enough rounds? Yeah, I got paranoid, so I'm thinking about that and not about what I need to be doing. And that's not good. You need to be very focused on what you're doing. And so I'm at the point where 99% of the time I'm going to find a spot to reload. I'm not going to. Nick, Steven, I love you guys, but your whole reload then move aggressive, just learn to reload on the move. Like I know my reloads aren't that good, but I still feel like I'm fast. Like watching me flow through a stage versus you guys kind of stopping, getting a decent reload, and then moving.
I actually saw that in one of his videos from Area 3, I think, where he just, or it might have been a different match, but basically he stopped moving, reloaded, and then took off full speed.
Yep. And I just feel like...
Did they go full TISM and like actually try it both ways and figure out which was faster?
Probably. They listening to them is like Baby's version of when Cody Axon and Lane Grease used to walk stages. Is they're like counting steps and doing all this shit, and I'm sitting here. I walked through like 3 stages at Area 3 before they showed up, and I walked through like 3 or 4 with them, and not any of the rest of them. So I walked up to every stage like it was a fucking local at Area 3, being like, oh, okay, I got my 5 minutes, I'll figure it out.
Well, you beat one of them and not the other. So
yeah,
I guess it was okay. Yeah,
it was fine. And they should beat me with how much they practice and how much effort they put in and how many matches. Nick was joking with me. I beat one of the guys in my squad, and he's like, yeah, 8 years of experience kind of gives you the ability to be on autopilot. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think about a lot of shit that like first or second year people are thinking about, because being at a match is not weird to me, and being in a stage environment is not weird, because I've probably shot a couple thousand stages at this point, not counting practice.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm at the point where just reload. And we've had the conversation. I almost think the 17 round mag might need to make a comeback, because my reloads are fat. I felt like they were faster with that one.
Really?
Yeah, because when my grip would or when my palm would push that mag in, then my hand is already there to reform my grip.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it at least felt faster when I snapped them in there, and it's a smaller object to control, and so I have more control over, like, it basically fits in my whole hand, and so I feel like I have more control over it versus, grabbing a 23 rounder. Sometimes it gets a little off kilter in your hand and miss or whatever, whereas grabbing a 17er, you're just like, nope, that's going in.
I've never reloaded with the standard mag in either of my guns, whether it's 17 or 20 in the tac sport. Well, I did accidentally at Free State when I reloaded, when I should have stopped and shot some targets on that stage when you were filming, and I did a dumb thing for the second time. But I will often start with my 20 round mag and then reload to the 23, just because, well, I'm only shooting like 3 targets and then reloading.
Yep.
Then I'll usually not waste one of the magazines that I really have to clean every time with the extensions. The standard base pads I don't really have to clean if they hit the ground, so they're not as picky. But
yeah,
I never thought of intentionally reloading to the 20 rounder though, or the standard mag instead of the extended one. And yeah, why not? I don't have a problem reloading a long one versus a regular one. It's the same for me, so I just fucking reload now. I'm just going to fucking reload. The only exception to that is like, the trigger freeze 8x3 classifier. Like, you have to just load up 24 or 25, whatever you can get in the gun, and go for it.
Oh, yeah, that one's required.
Yeah. But just fucking reload. That's all you got to do. Patreon.com/not another shooting show. It's only $3.57 a month, and you get 2 entire episodes every single week. You'll get all that one that comes out on Friday. There was a guy who just signed up for it today. Thomas, thanks for joining the Patreon. We really appreciate that. Patreon.com/not another shooting show. It's only $3.57 a month, and when you sign up for it, don't do it on the Apple app for Patreon. Do it on the website, patreon.com/not another shooting show, because then Apple will charge you more because evil. Although they charge us absolutely nothing for listening to our podcast on their platform. So there's that. MW Activewear. You can still buy Area 3 jerseys if you can find that link. It was in the matchbook. If you want to get... I got to order mine. I was going to order the Sun hoodie.
Yep.
I need to get one of those. And then the dark match, November 1st at my club, Sioux River Sportsman's Club in Canton. There's some dudes from Kansas City coming up for that. If you're in the region, it's basically a 5-stage local, but we spend some time putting them together so that they're fun in the dark. So, if that interests you, just search dark match on Practice Score, and you'll find it. So there is that. Okay, you just type that in.
Yeah. Speaking of Michelle shirts, I came up with the idea because the Ryder Cup happened, and I mean it was a shit show. It's hilarious as someone who doesn't give a fuck about golf. But
is that where Rory McIlroy was yelling at somebody? I saw a video of him yelling at fans or something. Yeah,
because someone had like pelted his wife in the back of the head with a beer can.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's like he basically said, "I've never been so disrespected. Like, come after me, whatever, but don't go after my family." And he's like, I'll never come to America for a tournament ever again. So
wow, I just pulled up news stories of it. That's bad.
Yeah. Yep. So, but it made me think of Happy Gilmore, and they had you win the coat,
the gold jacket,
or
and I was like the Masters in real life when you win a green jacket.
Exactly. Why don't we do that at area matches or nationals? Like have a Michelle special shirt for division winners, only the division winner. So they're and maybe the division with X number of shooters plus limited 10. That Carry Optics area 3 Carry Optics champion 2025, and like that, and you're the only one who gets that jersey. Like Michelle won't make it for anybody else. That is your jersey.
That's an interesting idea.
Like the one logistical hurdle is you're not 100% sure who's going to win, so it would have to be presented.
It would have to be afterwards, but like the awards for Area 3 are going out afterwards.
Yep.
We didn't have an awards ceremony. That they aren't even ordered yet, so I'm starting to work on that here this week, getting them ordered. And Bruce and I came up with a really cool idea. I don't want to say what it is until I get them made and they actually work. But we came up with a really cool idea. So
but
I hope they turn out.
So that's one of those things, because it's kind of like the RO jerseys that people wear, or it's just a way for you to go to a match and be like, hey, I won this at a match, and like I am the Area 3 or the Area 3 2025 champion, and I'm the only one who has a shirt. Like, I don't know.
I love that idea. That is a fun idea. But
that way people can know who Adam Grimm is.
The guy who destroyed the bell curve for anyone's match to count as a classifier at Area 3. Because no one's did. That was kind of weird. If it was but like with golf and the gold jacket, or the Happy Gilmore gold jacket, or what did I say, green or gold the first time? I mean green for the Masters, gold for Happy Gilmore. Yeah, you were right. But what would be the cheesy garment, though, that someone would get if they were going to, like, if it was IDPA, it would be like the gold vest. Gold fishing vest. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm thinking, either
like the sun hoodie or like a polo. Like I was thinking something cool.
No, I know.
was-
That's the cool idea. That's the correct idea.
Okay,
but if it was like some old traditional cheesy thing,
then it would have to be a non-Michelle like cotton shirt with like 7,500 logos on it that
that have
you
no business relationship with Shooter whatsoever,
Yep,
outside of them spending money with them.
correct.
Yeah, I find that amusing. I don't. The only logo I put on my jersey is like the one for my local shooting business. That's it. You know.
Yep.
I mean,
Michelle put.
Michelle always puts her logo on her shirts, but
Yeah, she put my gym logo on our Nash shirt, which I appreciated. But yeah, it's the.
I feel like we're leaving something out. Like there's some garment that everybody wears. Like the jersey is sort of the obvious thing.
Short shorts.
Oh yeah, they could be gold short shorts.
Oh, just like they're some bad character from like the early 2000s, like a gay German character. But yeah, just bright gold booty shorts.
Yes, I'm here for it. Okay. Speaking of this, on Reddit, I asked for ideas for the dark match because after Area 3, my brain is just out of ideas for creativity for stages.
Yeah.
And so I put it up on our Reddit, reddit.com/r/NASS if you're using a browser, or if you just search NASS on Reddit, you'll find it. Steven, of course, immediately said mock Jesus swinger.
Yep.
That we don't have one that fast. So, but we do have a swinging plate that feels like it's super fast, but it's not super fast.
That'll be fun to reset at night.
Yeah. No, I prefer to keep it simple at night. I'm okay with an activator, but those aren't that bad to reset. Anyway. Somebody said a JDM 27, strong hand only stage while using a handheld light.
Yeah, kind of forcing that would be...
That'd be fun. Well, and have it be a stage like prop, like the light is provided.
It'd be light is provided. Would you give the opportunity for light is provided unless you want to use your own?
I think that's fine.
Yeah, you just have to have like 2 or 3 of them. Just make sure the batteries stay good.
Also, make sure your mouth is close to the microphone.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Thanks.
But hey, I'm an amateur. I'm a noob.
I know. If you wore headphones that actually gave you what you sound like in your headphones, then it wouldn't happen. But that's not how that microphone works. I know.
I would kill myself. I have no idea how you do that. Like I hate
do it
listening
without
to
it.
myself.
I hate not being able to hear myself while I'm talking on a microphone. Drives me insane. Luckily, my son's mic, when I borrowed that last week, I could hear myself.
Yeah, because we had, I had issues hearing for some reason.
It was cutting out for you. Well, it was recording locally on my computer, so it wasn't a problem for me. Anyway, let's see. Oh, we just got another Patreon sign up. Alan. Thanks, Alan, for signing up on the Patreon.
Hell yeah.
While we're recording, saw the notification on my phone there. I think I'm definitely going to do like a short course because does it have to be a short course? You can mandate stronger weekend?
I mean,
I think so.
USPSA doesn't even really have a night match rule set, so I don't know.
No, I mean just regular USPSA.
I'm sure. I think it's a short course, but I've also, yeah, because it'll be mandated. It probably has to be a short course.
If it's medium, you can mandate the last 6 rounds or weak hand only or strong hand only.
Or the last 3 targets.
Something like that. But if it's a short course, like the one at Area 3, that was an 8-round short course that was weak hand only.
Yep.
Like something like that. Something like 8-10 rounds. Strong hand only. And you must use a handheld light. I think that'd be fun.
No, well, and it would also make us do something different because
outside of just the weapon mounted light,
right. For anyone, so for those who haven't shot a night match before or done like night training before, once you turn on the light, it's basically you're just normal shooting.
Mostly. Not entirely, but mostly.
Yeah. Once you get used to it, it's 90% the same.
Yeah. The only part that's missing is when you go to transition. If you're good at transitions, your eyes are going to a dark target.
Right.
Because your eyes are there before the gun gets there and it's not lit up yet.
Right. And the other piece is like if you get out of target order or like a little confused, because my brain was like, oh, the target's halfway across this bay, and I like transitioned and it wasn't there, and I was like, oh, not far enough. So that can happen, but in general, it's pretty like once your light's on, and there is an element of getting the light on and making so it doesn't fucking strobe everywhere. I don't understand why that's like why they have that feature. That like at this point, just give me a one option. Like I want all of the lumens all of the time.
Yeah.
There's never a time that I'm like, oh, I've drawn my gun and I'm pointing at something. You know what I want? Less lumens.
I want a rave like I'm in ecstasy right now. That's what I want. So, stream, like, get your fucking shit figured out. But or you have to hit the button like 10 times, then hold it for 4 seconds, and then it'll blink twice, and that means that it's switched programs or some shit like that. And you're like, this is dumb. I never even read the instructions. I just figured out how the switch worked, and that was it. I put it on the gun. Yeah, well, your lefty helps a little bit. Yeah, because it's harder to do that accidentally if you're left-handed. Yep. So not my fault. Right. But yeah, so forcing all of us to do the FBI start with flashlight in hand. It's also that way you're not having to do gun manipulation with the light in your hand. Yeah. Which I, as much as people are like, oh, that make it more challenging. Like the majority of people who show up to the night match are not experienced USPSA shooters. No. They're not. It can be, were you saying start with the flashlight in hand? Yeah. So start with flashlight. Can you have a prop in hand when you start? Why not? I mean, I can, because you can. I'm just trying to remember if that's allowed in the rules or if your hands have to be empty. I don't think so. I think you can. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can be holding a prop. That's fine. Yeah. I've seen that before. Like you're holding a bag or something. Or yep. Yeah. So, just making sure the there's no gun manipulation, and then you'll have to make sure that, like, on the unload and show clear, like maybe have a table that's sitting there at the end of the stage. That's a good idea. At the end of the stage, that's like, hey, put the fucking flashlight down right there. Now let's do the unload and show clear, and then holster. Okay, now I'll grab the flashlight. I mean, I've got an old mag light that has really shitty. It's like an old incandescent bulb. Oh, like the like 3 D cell battery one. Yep, exactly. And it puts out like 12 lumens. Yeah, the police beating special. Yeah. Well, there was also a time where they would just pull. I don't remember where I heard. Oh, I think it was on the Paracast where they would take the batteries out of their flashlight and throw them at the guy running away from them. I think Tom was telling that story. It was fucking hilarious. Like, pelt him in the back of the head with a D cell. Ow. Yeah. But no, I like that idea for the dark match. Here's another one from MKE Dubs. 32 plus round stage, loaded and holstered, but all additional mags have to be put in carriers attached to targets, a la John Wick reloads off dead guys. I like the idea. Probably not on the targets, but like near the targets. Yeah, it would be a like a table, like mags on barrel. Yeah, type I don't think putting them in the carrier unless we somehow stapled the carrier down. I don't want to do that, but like right. Well, and you don't want to see flash shooters just smoke it. And again, I love these ideas. I'm just always nervous because, I mean, I can remember at least 8 DQs that weren't safety DQs, but they were like etiquette DQs. And so I try to limit the complexity that newbies have to deal with. Yeah, that would get a little, like a bunch of table start. That would. Like the idea though. Yeah, on a smaller stage, I think that's more doable. Yeah, 100%. The number of newbies we have. Trash shooter. His name's Aaron. He did 3 stages at Area 3, and they were all fucking great. Or designed them anyway. A no penalty mic steal in a relatively unnecessary position to engage that activates lighting around the stage. Make the choice to light up the rest of the bay to make transitions slightly easier, or choose to skip the target and shoot the rest of the stage with a light only. Add lots of wide transition to increase the incentive of lighting up the stage. See, he thinks on another level when it comes to stage design. I'm just like, does this look fun?
Yeah. No, my brain is like, that's a great idea. Now, how are we logistically setting this up? And what? Explain to me the activators and how we're stringing all the lights up.
Here's part of it, because further down there were some suggestions about lighting. Like Craig said something about falling steel turns on or off lights. And I was like, I like it, but how do you rig the switch?
Yep.
Like, what switch does this popper fall on that doesn't break?
Right. It can take the force of a steel plate falling on it 100 times.
Now, they did this at when they had activators at Multi-Gun Nationals up at Forest Lake, because they have sporting clays up there, and they had rigged up the popper to land on the foot pedal that you would hit to activate a sporting clay thrower.
Yes.
And they rigged it so it was padded. It would still activate it, but it wouldn't beat the shit out of the switch.
Right.
And it worked most of the time. They basically had to like replace the wood that they had in there, because eventually the wood would get the shit beat out of it.
Yeah.
And then they just replace it, and then it would start working again. But so then Aaron and Tristan started going back and forth on here about switches, and Tristan had a great idea. I don't know if you know what this is, like a trailer breakaway switch.
Okay. Yep.
You know what that is?
Yep.
Like, you hook it to the truck, you're pulling a trailer, and then when it pulls the pin, it activates the brakes so the trailer doesn't just keep rolling.
Right.
But that's 12 volt versus the 110 stuff, and I'm not smart enough to figure that shit out, but if Aaron and Tristan figure that out, hell yeah, we're going to figure it out. Because a pull pin would be the way to do it, if you could. Right. But here's what I think I would do. I would start with the stage lit up, and then when you shoot that popper, it goes dark.
So it's a popper, like at the beginning of the stage, that one shot turns everything off, so you can either turn everything off and turn your light on, or shoot the stage and come back?
No. I kind of changed gears from Aaron's original idea of you can have this thing far away to turn all the lights on if you wanted. But, like, I don't think in a million years would I do that, because I'm comfortable shooting in the dark with my light on my gun, so I'm just going to shoot the stage. You know? Right. I think if most people did it, they would do it for fun, just to activate the fun light prop.
Right, you know? And then it becomes that conversation around setting up this very elaborate system for like 4 people to actually experience it.
But if everybody uses it, then I'm on board. So right. I'm more on board with the lights. I think I like it better if the lights go out. It starts off lit up, because then it helps with reset. You know, as soon as the shooter's done and the range is clear, then go turn the light on, reset it.
Yep.
You know, and not a ton of light, just some light. You know, not lighting up the whole bay like, you know, the big lights we have overhead that we can turn on. But no, I like that, but I'm too stupid to figure out the switch part, so I'll let other people figure that out. And that was actually the longest part of the whole thread on this was like Craig started with falling steel on turning lights on and off, and like then it was the nerds were trying to figure out how to do it. Yep. BZ919er. That's Brian Zent, by the way, folks. 2 bright lights point up range, maybe at an angle, to simulate headlights with bad guys and friendlies scattered around the vehicle.
Yep.
I like it. I wouldn't want the lights to be too bright. You know, like we want to be able to see the targets too. But I mean, if it was just like a couple of work lights with regular bulbs, you know, just simulating headlights, not actual like super, because some headlights now are just, they shouldn't even be legal. They're so bright. I hate some headlights nowadays. But no, I like that idea too. Anyway, I think that was most of them. Oh, instead of a handheld light, a stage gun revolver with an old school lantern.
Get a mining lantern.
This sounds like the Fratellis and Goonies.
Yeah, or you can get like a modern one so that it's actually doable. And yeah, you have to hold the lantern the whole time instead of a light.
Yeah, I mean, the stage gun revolver is kind of not an option, but I love the idea. If we just did it outlaw, then we could do that. But I don't know. I want to shoot my gun when I go to a match, even if it's a night match. Because like I know there's 3 dudes coming up from Kansas City, and I am gonna let them all shoot with their night vision. I have vetted them. Basically, they're all B class or above USPSA shooters, so that
they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
That's okay. It's
Sorry,
sort of like B class or above, or reputation with me locally. That's it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it works. You're not automatically allowed to use night vision at my dark match. The criteria for passing it is, I mean, it's not completely fair, but I feel like it's smart. Either you're going to show me a thing that I know and trust to be proven to be safe, like your B class or above in USPSA, or you've shot matches and not done anything dumb and got DQ'd, and I know who you are. That's pretty much it.
No, people are way too quick to think they're ready to do the advanced shit. I run into this in kickboxing all the time. So people are like, Coach, when can I fight? Like, when can I fight? And I'm like, you started like 2 months ago. What do you ain't ready for this, bruv. I'm like, I can show you what it's like, and you're going to be like, oh, I don't even know if I want to play this sport anymore. But yeah, everyone's like, okay, why can't I run this in full kit, full battle rattle, ignore the 180 at night with night vision? And you're like, no.
Because we want to go home tonight, not to the hospital.
You ever seen a gunshot wound? I haven't, and I don't want to.
No, I don't either. No. Okay. I'm actually going to do an intro for this episode, so I'm writing down a note for when one of us says something I think I can use. Anyway, want to go home tonight? You'll hear that in the intro to this. Okay. That's great pod right there. All right. So, oh, God, we're jumping around. I want to talk about the new gun I got this week. Okay. And it's not necessarily my gun. It was my dad's rifle. It was the rifle he was building when he passed away 2 years ago. And he had the barrel had been machined. He had bought a stainless steel blank. I don't know where it was. It was something from some barrel company that he liked and trusted. It might have been Criterion. I don't know what barrel company the blank came from, and it was milled by a gunsmith here locally. Midwest Precision Arms in Canton did it. And the stock, he ordered this piece of walnut from Turkey. It was shipped over. He picked it out on the internet, and he carved the whole thing himself. Like exterior of the stock was all his work, and most of the interior of it just hadn't been fully inletted for the barrel and the action yet. So there was still some woodwork that needed to be done. And that is not something I'm going to try. Not something my brother had time to do, although he could probably do it. So we just took it to Gary's gun shop here in town and had them finish it off. And it took a while because the inletting was a process, and it's basically whittling wood out. It's a walnut stock. Like, it's not putting this on a lathe and just going whaa, it's done. Yeah. So some hand fitting to get that barrel in, got it bedded, and it's a 7mm Magnum. It was a Remington 700 Action. That it was originally a 300 Win Mag that some was dicked up with the chamber. I don't know if it was made when Remington really sucked ass 10 years ago. It might have been, because no matter what he did, he could not get this thing. Like, the chamber was out of whack. He had actually, I didn't know you could do this. I think it's Brownells. You can, or maybe it's some other company. You can rent chamber reamers. Yep. And do that. Like, because who needs that more than once outside of a gunsmith? And I had no idea you could just rent a chamber reamer, but he did that, reamed out the chamber, still didn't shoot worth a shit. And finally he was like, fuck it. I'm going to make this into a 7mm Magnum because that was one of his favorite cartridges. And so It was all it was actually I got a call from Dwayne last week when I was in Rapid for Area 3. He's like, hey, your rifle's done. I'm like, sweet. I'm in Rapid all this week, but we'll pick it up next week. And picked it up, and it's all done. It looks like a hunting rifle my dad would own, outside of the fact that it's not blued. It's still just stainless steel. Have you ever heard of rust bluing?
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it until my dad was talking about it. He had set up this rust bluing station out in his garage, and he was doing it with some old guns for friends that he was working on, and did it for himself for a couple of guns, like completely stripped the barrels and then refinished them with rust bluing. And so at some point, we'll probably have that done to the barrel on this rifle, but don't have time before my elk hunt in Montana. So super stoked to pick it up. It looks fantastic. It still needs a little bit of woodwork on the end. There's an ebony cap on the end,
Yep.
like classic hunting rifle look. That needs to get kind of rounded off. I'll let my brother do that. He's way handier with that stuff. And then it's not finished yet. My brother's going to do the clear coat finish on it. So I'm so excited to shoot that rifle. Even though it's an unthreaded 7mm Magnum, Dwayne thought there might be enough material on the barrel to thread it for like the 1/2x28, like an AR size thread. Like if you put a suppressor on an AR, I think that's what the thread pattern is. Might be enough on the end of the muzzle for that. Maybe not. But like Dad would have never threaded the barrel for a suppressor ever. So part of me is like, okay, that's the thing I would do, but it wasn't my rifle. It was Dad's rifle. So I kind of feel like I shouldn't,
Yeah, I feel like a sentimental rifle, leave it in the most sentimental form. And if you really, really want to suppress 7mm,
I'll go buy my own.
Yeah, go build one.
Yeah. That was Dad's rifle. And I know he'd be super stoked that the first hunt that's going on is an elk hunt in Montana. So, I was so happy to pick that up this week. It was awesome. Anyway, talk about dots occluding dots, changing the zero. What?
Yeah, so this is something me and Nick were dealing with today. I practiced 2 days in a row and found out the zero on one of my guns was very off, and then the gun I got back from Lane, it was occluded, and it was weird. There was like one target I was shooting like shit, but it was a tight group like left of the target, but the other ones were fine. And so I'm not.
Are you one of those guys?
Yeah,
you're one of those guys.
I think so.
You shot a tight group left of the target.
Yeah.
You're right eye dominant?
Yep.
Okay. That's why we needed to have my eye doctor on, and I keep forgetting to have him on again.
Yeah.
Is to explain that, because he had an explanation, and I'm too dumb to remember what it was.
Yeah, it's something about how your brain processes the information. Nick was saying that maybe it somehow the occlusion changed to zero, and what you're saying is the only thing that I could think of, because technically it shouldn't be it. It's full shooter.
No, because if he shot your occluded dot, and does he occlude his dot?
No.
Okay. I occlude mine full time. And I was talking about this with Mike today. He's like, I'm done with SROs because every time I shoot a match that has low sun in the morning, I get fucked. And he got fucked at Area 3 because the sun's pretty low.
Same.
And and he said the next club match, he was going to try occluding the dot for a whole club match and see how it goes. And I said, dude, I did the same thing like 2 years ago, and I never looked back. Been occluding for matches and everything ever since. So, but I don't think it's not changing it's changing your zero, but it's not mechanically changing the zero. It's something with your eyes and your brain.
Yeah, that's what I figured, because I was like, mechanically this shouldn't change anything, but I also know one of the hollow suns I have, because one's occluded and one's not, and the non-occluded one, something about it is just off, and like the way it sits, or the way, because like it in the front sight, because Vince, I didn't have him remove the front sight on this gun. Like something about them not linking together or something. I don't know. It just fucks with my brain.
It doesn't work for everybody.
Well,
my buddy Josh.
I'm saying the hollow sun itself does not work with my brain.
Oh,
like there's something, I don't know if it's like the square thing, or if
like
maybe
the square lens.
The square lens, or the way it like parallaxes or something. But my brain has trouble processing the hollow sun optic. Like SROs, never had an issue, never had a problem. But they're also the main one that I like. I started with the burst fast fire, then I went to to the SROs, and they've been what I've been using for 5 years. But I don't know, this gun's always been a little weird for me. But like this optic is just, it's odd, and I don't have a good reason why.
Which reticle set do you have on it? Or are you running?
So I'm running the 2 MOA dot.
Okay, just the 2 MOA dot.
Just the dot.
Okay. I don't like small dots.
I don't either.
Like you run 5 MOA SROs?
Yep.
Yeah, so do I. I run the 8, or it becomes an 8 with the horseshoe around the 2 MOA dot.
Yep.
That's how I run my 507 comps. And
okay.
I really like that. I like a big fat dot, because a big fat dot is still narrower than an iron sight. So the number of shots I take at 50 plus yards is very small. If there was a stage where I was shooting that, I don't think I would change it to the 2 MOA dot. I would just leave it on the full 8 MOA, because like that target I'm shooting at is still going to be in the middle of all that. So I don't know. That's interesting. You're one of those people, though. My friend Josh, he's a cop here, and he took a red dot law enforcement shooting class, and he got done with it, and he calls me right away. He's like, okay, dude, and he tells me the whole thing. It's basically the same story as you. I'm standing at 10 yards. I'm shooting a group, and they occluded my dot. They, put tape on the front of my dot, and I shot a perfect group 6 inches left of where I was aiming.
Yep.
And no, it's not mechanically changing the zero. It's how your brain processes an occluded dot. That just means it doesn't work for you. That's all it means. And it means nothing else.
Yeah.
So take the tape off, whatever. Or you can give me your SRO, because I bought you one of those, didn't I?
Yeah.
The Stonebridge Gunworks target focus trainer. You can give me that, because I don't have one of those for my SROs, so I just have electrical tape on it.
That's all you need.
Which electrical tape works good. I do like those, especially on the 507 comp, because those things have a habit of the battery cover coming loose. And Vince actually told me he specifically made it so that it would cover the battery cover.
Yeah.
So it can't, I can't lose the battery in either one of them. So, dude, okay, this is random, but there's a mosquito sitting on my microphone, and it's been sitting there for a while. I want to kill it so bad, because sooner or later, the fucker's going to bite me.
Do it, bitch.
I got him. He's dead. Yes. Okay. Now we can move on with the show. So, you might fight in December? You're going to come out of retirement?
I think
you're going to fight?
I put my name in.
Hell yeah. Where?
Yeah. Lincoln. So my state capital is like 45 minutes from my house.
Oh, if it was in Sioux Falls, I would totally go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. But yeah, I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to see if I still got it, and the other side of me is like, do I want to fight the guy who hears about me and is like, yeah, I'll take that fight? Because the other guy has to be like, they'll be like, oh yeah, so this guy's 6'9", 300 pounds, been doing this for 15 years. He's 3-0. Like,
he's been doing this for 15 years and he's 3-0.
Like, I don't know that I want to meet the guy that's like, yeah, I'll take that fight. That'll be fine.
Yeah, like, because there's three options. He's either crazy, doesn't care. He's a bad motherfucker. Well, actually, there's two options. That's basically it.
Or he's
the third option.
Or he's an idiot.
Or he's an idiot. Sorry. Yeah, that is the third option. He could be just a complete idiot.
I actually had one of those in my gym for a minute. The promoter sent him for the promoter I'd be fighting under. They sent a guy to us like, hey, go train with them for your fight, whatever. And he was fighting basically the guy that brought Muay Thai to America. I'm not 100% sure he completely brought it himself, but he was like one of the early adopters. This guy fought his son. And we were like, bro,
wow,
you should not take this fight. And he's like, fuck it, we ball. I'm like, you're retarded, but okay.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so they got to find me an opponent, and then I got to agree to it, and then I have to get into fight mode, and we have to decide, because in some organizations heavyweight stops at 265.
Oh, you'd have to cut a lot of weight.
Yeah, so I'd have to lose like 30 pounds, but I mean, I'd also be in fight camp, and so I'd have to be in fight camp, and my body would have to agree to it. So my back and my hips and my arms and everything. So we shall see.
Well, and you're not getting any younger. You're not old, but you're not young.
Yeah. Yep. So I'll be 34 in February. So it's like shit or get off the pot.
Damn near geriatric for a baseball player.
Yeah. I mean, senior division, I think, starts at 35 or 45.
Oh, Jesus. So what would I be? Dead?
Oh, man. Let's see. I mean, yes. But yeah, so it could be fun. I probably won't help me with shooting.
No.
I mean, I'll get
but
into
it's the shooting off season anyway, so.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Because me and Steven and Nick and Heidi are going down to Oklahoma section, but I kind of wonder if we're all going to be like, do you really want to? Do you really want to?
Yeah. Well, Steven actually was at Area 6 this weekend.
Yeah.
He didn't talk about that.
No, he's fucking crazy.
I saw he was going to Area 6, and I was like, whoa. I just sent him a message replying to his story like, wow, you're going to all the places. And he said, yeah, I signed up for it, but if I got into Race Gun Nationals, I was going to withdraw, but I forgot to withdraw. So I went. I like his thinking a lot. The Glock Area 6 Championship.
Ooh.
Not the
CZ.
They had really boring orange and black walls. That's all I'm going to say.
Right. Also, senior division starts at 40. So. And
the other thing that's, senior in Muay Thai starts at 40?
Yep.
So I would definitely be a senior. So yeah, I'm just looking at the scores. Carry Optics, division we care about.
That match apparently kicked people's ass.
Steven got 17th. And that match will count as a classifier for everybody. Because the top 4 were all GMs. And there's a bunch in the top 10. So, yep.
There's only one guy in the top 10 who does not have a mic or a no shoot. And only 2 guys in the top 20. Jesus.
Well, was Area 3 that different? I think most people took a mic or a no shoot at Area 3 as well.
Well, if we eliminate Mock Jesus.
Okay, I'm tired of your fucking crying over the Mock Jesus swinger. Okay? It absolutely belonged in the match. It was not that hard. Yes, it was a hard target. It was a hard target. I liked it because, like, the more that we were going back and forth on the group chat about this, and the more I thought about it, it fucked with people's heads so much they forgot entire arrays of targets on that stage. Or they just weren't doing other things they would have normally done well. I had the same time as Steven, and I spent 4 passes and 5 rounds on that target. But he had, I think, 2 mics, and I had Alpha Delta. He didn't spend as much time, but I don't know how I was just as fast, and our times were almost the same. So that kind of told me, and honestly, as much as it hurts me to say this, Steven is better than I am. But he wasn't on that stage that day. So, you know, I think because that swinger was fast, one target was really, really hard. It made that stage good. If that swinger is just sort of that stage is way less interesting.
Or it's farther back.
I mean, that's another option too, but you know, anybody who says that it was too fast to be in the match, bullshit. Absolutely, completely disagree. You're wrong. I don't care if you're a GM. I don't care if you won the world shoot. You're wrong. Plus, IPSC guys wouldn't cry about that because they have really fucking hard targets. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Now that... and also, Steven agreed with me that Jeff is wrong about that being too fast. Jeff's going to die on the hill of that swinger being too fast.
I will die on every hill I choose to die on. And Mr. 2 Mics can shut his fucking mouth.
What did you get on that swinger, by the way?
Alpha Mike.
Okay. Like, Alpha Mike was sort of like the acceptable... If you're going to get a mic, like Alpha Mike, that was what you wanted to get.
Yeah, and it was the most perfect Alpha. I mean, it was in the A.
My Alpha, I center punched that fucking Alpha. And then my Delta is barely on the target.
Yep.
Like, they pulled out an overlay for my Delta. It was definitely there. It wasn't even that close. They probably didn't need an overlay, but, like, it was Alpha Delta. I hung the second one on there. But anyway, I think we've done enough damage for this episode. Don't you, Jeff?
Yeah. I
think so. We got to save some ammo for the next one. We really appreciate you all listening. Thank you so much for listening to the show and liking it. I got a couple, I don't know if you did, but I got a couple notes from people after Area 3. Hey, it was great to meet you. I really like your show. Thank you. It means a ton every time I hear it. Absolutely love it. He is Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson, and this is Not Another Shooting Show.